Ohio lawmakers are pushing forward with changing the state's recreational marijuana laws. We thank you for staying with us. For NBC4 at 5:30, I'm Jennifer Bullock.
I'm Jared Smalley. NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy joins us now live to tell us what those changes might look like. Natalie?
Jared, Jennifer, there were two competing bills in the Ohio State House right now. One in the Senate that makes drastic changes to the state's recreational marijuana law, and a new proposal in the Ohio House that in some ways takes a similar approach, but in others is lighter. House Bill 160 is sponsored by Representative Brian Stewart. He says he wants to make changes to the recreational marijuana law without ignoring the will of the voters.
When this is marketed as regulate marijuana like alcohol, we're doing that here.
While the bill does not go as far as restricting home grow, as its counterpart in the Senate does, or increasing taxes on recreational marijuana, as was considered, the House bill caps the number of dispensaries allowed in the state at 350 and only makes it legal to smoke on your private residence. Plus, it decreases legal THC levels by 20%.
What's your basis for decreasing the THC level? Is that something that you've heard that constituents want?
If you look at, states that have legalized marijuana, they're all over the map. Some are at 60%, some are at 70%, some are less than that. So I believe Michigan is at 70%. So to have us at 70% would be competitive with other states.
We don't think that this is necessarily a potency argument, but a purity one. Anytime that you are taking the potency down like that, you're adding in other fillers to products, and we don't think that's beneficial to consumers.
The legislation also requires that any Delta 8 products, sometimes known as diet weed, be sold in dispensaries. Right now, the product can be sold anywhere and with no age restriction. There is bipartisan motivation to get that done.
Whether it's a full-out ban or it's putting guardrails around, I think that is a discussion that I believe that both sides of the aisle can find agreement on.
Stewart says he and other leaders are motivated to get something done by the time they break for summer, which is usually by the end of June. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.